Oh boy. I guess I learned from that, won't I? Okay, where we at? Here we go. There we go. Just took a minute or two. Hey, Sandy. How are you? Kind of messed up a little bit, but I guess I got it right. Hello, hello, hello. Finally got here. Okay, thanks for coming over. How you doing, Opal? And Miss Bonnie, she's in the chat. How's everybody's day been? Me, my day been fine so far. And we're actually at the end of the day. Hey, bossy. How are you? It's fun. I guess I can leave it like this. Yeah, Monday, Monday. I guess I can leave it like this. Yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah, Monday, Monday. Yes. Okay, there we go. You came for thanks, Chris. I ate them all, Chris. I ate them all. They were good. I tried to leave you some, but I still was hungry. Oh, how you doing, Tamika? I guess you guys kind of okay. Guess you're alive because you're in the chat. Okay. Maybe put the glass on. See that chat in front of me. Yeah. Chris wants some snacks, Bonnie, but I told him I kind of ate them all. So he gonna have to wait till another time. Oh, the last of chocolate. By the donuts, we actually put it in the donuts, Chris. Okay, bossy, that's good. Thanks for coming by. I don't think we may not really have a bot or two because they have to subscribe to the channel to even come in here. And if they act a fool, then we just put them out. Big Pop, what's going on? I know, Big Pop. It's been a weekend. It's Monday, and we all back doing our regular routines. Okay, Chris, hanging in till you gotta go. I know how it is. Thank you, Tamika. Hey, sweet tea, how you doing? And notice today I'm not screaming. I'm just saying your names out normally. When I go in somebody else's chat, then I'm gonna scream your name out. Let you know I see you in there. Okay, well work kick all out behind. We gotta get them coins though, Big Papa. Gotta get them coins. I started saying of positivity, but positivity. Um, we looking at the news and everything else. We hear a lot of negativity because negativity sells, I guess, in the news and all. So maybe we come in here today. We talk about some positivity things that's positive to us and to each other. And my main thing would be, hey, how you doing, Tyler? My main thing is, as a person, you probably should be your biggest critic and your biggest cheerleader. You know, your biggest critic and your biggest cheerleader. Um, Whenever you're on a job or you're doing something, you know, you want to during the process of working or doing whatever you're doing, whatever you're accomplishing, you want to constantly evaluate yourself and what you're doing. Hey, thanks, Big Papa. Thank you. Keep growing. Um, you want to constantly evaluate yourself as you're going, and we get done. You want to do some feedback with yourself, and I think it's a good idea to critique yourself on how well you did whatever you did, that how you worked that day, how you gonna go to work the next day. Uh, Critique yourself. Be a biggest critic. No one should criticize you more than you unless you get some constructive criticism from someone else. But you also should be your biggest cheerleader. Should be your biggest cheerleader and your biggest critic. How do you guys feel about that? My head's crooked, but maybe it's not. Maybe it is crooked. About being, how do you guys feel about being your biggest critic? Because being your biggest critic is kind of like seeking self improvement, improving yourself, the person that you are. Even when you're having a conversation with somebody, and when the conversation is over, and when you reflect back upon it, um, thinking how what I could have said better, or what I should not have said. But you should be your biggest critic. No, and when I go to work every day, yes, it's improvement. How you doing? Hey, Toya. But every day when I go to work, while I'm at work, I always evaluated myself, and most definitely when I came home and sat down on the couch or whatever I was doing, I was reflecting on what I did that day and what I could do the next day to be better. But like I say, you don't always dwell on the negative. You know, then as you evaluate yourself on what you did that day, you also be your biggest cheerleader. Yes, be your biggest cheerleader and focus on improving for the next day. You don't beat yourself down when you being a critic of yourself and start and getting into self pity or depression or nothing like that. All your being your own critic is self improvement. Yes, and you got to be able to reset yourself to grow. Right. Yeah. You don't get yourself heavy doses of it. Don't beat yourself down. Just realize what you could have done better, and then focus on improving that. Um, on my way to work, a lot of times as I think about what I would do that day, I kind of hype myself up and I get myself going. And I just get ready going for that day. Um, I accept criticism from other people, critique or constructive criticism, but I'm not going to let what they say um, affect me. I think as much as more critique myself as I'm living in that moment. I'm evaluating myself. Um, that's something I always believe in. When I go to an interview, I should always say, "No one's be harder on me than me." As I go through the day, I recognize what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, um, and conscious self improvement, being a better person and being a better man. You know, even I say it. I should say this when I reflect back upon my kids, and I should always say the only thing I think really did wrong was I probably didn't have it in church as much as I should as a man. That's what I say. But other than that, you know, everything else is just constant critique and then seek out the necessary improvements. Yes, you should never get complacent and say, okay, well, I'm good where I'm at. You constantly got to work on that self improvement. I got to send a message for work real quickly. I actually got to clock out. I got to clock out. No, as I'm when I'm at work, as I'm looking and I'm observing what everybody else is doing. I'm always saying, you know what, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna be better than that person over there. And it's not a negative thing. It's just that self improvement for myself. And that sometimes I measure myself against that person over there, and it's not to do anything negative or display anything negative, but it's just I'm gauging myself against someone else to improve myself. Okay, here we go. We're going to log out real quick. Okay, I'm just about done. All right, and I'm done. Okay. And that's not only with just work, also when you interacting with your family and things like that. I'm constantly evaluating myself to see if I can make myself be the best person I can be. Um, and when I reflect back, I think myself, you know what, I could have done. Uh, okay, Big Pop, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. I could have said this to my son better. I could say this to my wife better, or something like that. I'm constantly trying to improve myself, be a better person than I am. You know, I want to be better than yesterday. Uh, I don't want to be complacent and say, well, I'm satisfied with the way I am. Yes, examine and judge ourselves. Yeah, we never will we never will be perfect, but we can improve ourselves. and become better than what we were the day before. And that's even we reference the Bible as first each day we're supposed to walk towards getting closer to God too as well. And not saying, okay, well, I'm just satisfied where I'm at. It's a constant. It's like life. It's like walking. You never stop walking. You never stop improving yourself. You never stop going forward. You don't want to regress. You want to just go forward. And I said this before. Sometimes we have people that as we age, some people can be 45 years old, but they may not have mentally, they physically age, but they have not progressed past a certain age limit, maybe even 20, 24, but they could be 45, but they have not progressed any further than that. And life is a journey and it's a walk and you got to keep going. You can't just say, okay, well, I did this yesterday, so I'm there. You got to keep getting better and better and better. Not only better in life, but closer to God also as well. Yeah, and what I need to do probably a lot more is probably read the Bible more because there's a lot of information in there. And I was thinking the other day about, there may come a time where people may outlaw the Bible, but if I study it enough and put it up in here, then I may not need that physical book because I already have it up here. And that's the improvement that I need to do work on myself is reading the Bible a little bit more, and not only just reading it, but understanding it as well. Self improvement, and I'm not probably gonna be here long, no more than an hour, but I think we all could use some self improvement. You know, in everything we do, in every facet of our life. You know, and as when you start off as 17, 18, 19 years old, we start off young, immature, inexperienced. And as we go through life, we're supposed to pick up all this life experience, and we're supposed to improve as we go on the way. And we lose some of that because we get complacent and we satisfied with the status quo. You may make um, you get a job, you go there every day, uh, do the same thing every day, and just be satisfied. But then you see somebody else that's always just in that grind, just going for it and just going for it and just going for it. Um, so you find yourself getting left behind. And not to say you need to get into the rat race, but we need to constantly be improving ourselves. And I know I look kind of raggedy with this beard here today, but I'm gonna clean it up a little bit this evening or tomorrow. But because I need to do some self improvement right here. But we always need to do this self improvement. I'm calm when I'm sitting back, and whether I'm in church or I'm at work, whatever. I'm always sitting back and I'm watching and I'm watching and I'm trying to figure out uh, how do I get here, how do I get there, how do I get better. Um, when I read, I say, you know what, I'm better than that guy. I can get better than him. And I'm always looking at improve myself. And sometimes it's a little competition too sometimes, but it's always about me making myself be better than what I am. And in the process, at the same time, I don't want to hold nobody back or hurt anybody. I just want to improve myself, you know? And when you're improving yourself also that you could transfer that to your kids because your kids is watching you, you know? And sitting there talking with Bonnie, just talking with her, I just gained a lot of experience from just talking and listening to her. And she probably for me too as well. Have somebody to talk to, bounce ideas off of, uh, and somebody also needs also your spouse or your loved one could also give you feedback, positive, whatever like that, or positive criticism to improve yourself. And we have to be open our ears up and kind of listen to it. And a lot of times, when I used to go to work, I didn't want to hear what some people at work said, but at a certain time, it did come back and always hit me, especially if it was useful advice. I would listen to it and then I would come back to it because a moment would hit me where I would need that information. So I never turned a blind ear on to actually listen to someone that was giving me some constructive criticism. Some people don't like constructive criticism at all. They fear it. They think it's abuse. They think it's you hating on them. But I enjoy it now. Sometimes as a human, as a person that's not perfect, sometimes I don't like it, but I can accept it though. Uh, I love learning, and if you ain't learning, you need to go somewhere where you can learn. You know, I want to be better, just better and better each day. And then when you gain all that, whatever wisdom you get, knowledge and all like that, you transfer that to someone else. You don't gain your knowledge and then sit on it and don't share it. So when I go to work now, a lot of times when I got um, that an audience at work, then a lot of time I spill out the knowledge that I got, and a lot of them is very appreciative towards it because I deliver it very respectful and polite, so that they can digest it and eat it. I'm not gonna be harsh or nothing like that. And when someone gives it to me, I want it the same way, where I can digest it, where I can eat it, where I can consume it. If you give it to me in a respectful and courteous manner, but and not one troll yet, huh? I guess I got subscribe only mode. I guess that's why. Well, you guys give me some feedback on what you guys thinking about. Keep putting these glasses on because I can't see the screen. Okay, there we go. I can see better now. Yeah, we all need to examine ourselves and judge ourselves. Yeah, and oh, I'm sorry. I got the screen up here, and it's on the delay, and I see myself moving, and I'm like, "What is that going on?" Okay, yeah, that competing that drove me a lot. That this competing to see what if I can outdo or be better than what I did yesterday or better than someone else. Oh, red snapper. Oh yeah, that's my fish right there. That red snapper. I love that the texture of that fish is awesome. But yeah, I like to up the ante. When I actually go out hiking with everyone, I always had to try to come in. I had to come in first place, but every time I had to come in first place. I had to outdo my time. I had to come in faster. I had to be better. And I especially like to take the younger guys out and let them think that they had unlimited energy, but I actually take them every time. I love that competing, and like I say the whole thing is not to hurt anyone, but it's just to improve myself and to become better myself. You know, and also when you improving yourself, you improve the people that surround you, the people that you're engaging with. You all improve each other, and sometimes the energy that you got from or you give when you out trying to compete or improve yourself, somebody else could feed off of that and pull himself up. But at the same time, like say, when I felt I could did something better, hey, Miss Kirkland, when I feel like I could have done better, I kind of talk to myself. Not talk verbally, but I think to myself, and I could have did this better. You know, if I did this or I did that, I could be way better than what I've done. And I can't, and I have to be better, better, and better. Yeah, you got to show up. That's first thing. You got to show up, and then you got to hey. And when I show up, I try to show up early. 'Cause I try to get all as much information as I can because I want to do the best job I can. And I always say I'd rather get there early and find out what's going on than get there late and ask what's going on. You know. And if anybody know me, I say I'm anal about time. I'm anal about that. When I talk to a new employee, that's one of the first things I say is, I don't do two things. I don't do lateness, and I'm not really into that drama. Um, Lateness is disrespectful, and drama is divisive because it try to force people to choose sides and splits the team up into two or three different groups. And so a lot of times, I will sit and I will hear listen to him, I hear him talk. As I hear the game plan, what they're going to do, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm advising my plan how I could be better than this person. I watch him. Sometimes when I used to be on a road march or run, I would always stay back a short distance, and I would calculate how fast they were going, um, when the turns come ahead, this, that, and the other thing. And at the right moment every time, I would just go up and pass them. Um, no, I've never heard of that, Big Papa. So he came off today, Miss Kirker. He's doing better. Let me get- I'm getting a headache. Okay. Corinthians 13 and 5. Let me pull that up. That's Second Corinthians 13. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. That's perfect. Opal. To examine yourself whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own self. Know ye not your own selves how that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobates. Okay, yeah, they just get. I guess that's part of rehabilitation, Miss Kirkland, is to get him off the machine, to get him breathing on his own and all. Oh, the fillet of fish. Okay, you hanging in okay, Miss Kirkland? I'm gonna Google that later on, Big Papa, and see what that is. And you say that you use that is that what you used to fillet the fish with? Yes, you do, Miss Kirkland, because you still got other responsibility and things to do, and you still got to have. I know you're worried about your husband and all like that. And when I think I be thinking, I said, Miss Kirkland probably turned into a husband. I know that's on your mind that you still got your kids that you have to take care of as well. Yeah, most time when I get fish, I ask for the fillet. I don't like the bones, and I have the head cut off and I have the fillet. But that red snapper, that fish. That's some good texture in the fish. Eat one of them, you be nice and full. I'm good. I mean, we may have that already, but I'm going to Google it. Um, yes, because we Miss Kirkland, we always on here talking and chat with each other. So I'm quite sure we have each other in thoughts, especially when we share information like that. Man, before you know it, I guess things will get back to normal. But that's just the you probably just have to go through that as part of your rehabilitation, to breathe on his own. Yes, I look forward to seeing you guys when I go into the chats. Oh no, I had mine fried, Big Papa. Oh yeah, I look forward to when I go in there, and maybe that's one reason why I kind of yell everybody's name out when I go in someone else's chat, and just give that recognition, like, hey, I see you. If I see somebody in the chat and they in the chat and they become a regular in the chat, then I start shouting their name out. I don't just say the letters of I mean the name. I just kind of drag it out a little bit. No, I never had baked red snapper, but I'm gonna check that knife out first because you can use that prey to fillet more than just red snapper, the other fishes as well. And I will actually watch the video on how to fillet the fish as well. I never did it myself though. Uh, yeah. Yes, that they show up in encouraging words or whatever. You know, because that strength that you can get from talking to someone, you could transfer it when you talk back to your husband as well. That's strength and energy, and it's a lift, a pick me up moment too. Because everybody we come on these chats and we talk, but you build relationships too. And I guarantee you, you'll see somebody in the chat for a minute, you'll probably be wondering about them, how they doing, if they still around, and things like that. And then people still going through their everyday uh, lives, as far as working and taking care of their families and all. A Big Papa, I was, I'm not, wasn't a fisherman. I fished before, but I'm a city boy, so I don't know nothing about too much about that. Yeah, a lot of times you keep that stuff, and that's personal. Certain levels of things you say is personal to that individual. So what you don't feel comfortable with, you don't talk about. You right, Miss Kirkland. You got to do it like that. You got to do it like that. You know. But I've heard it, and I heard that. But sometimes I know you get upset, but sometimes don't let that what somebody else words say to you um get you out of character, get you upset. Yes, yes. If you know certain things, I know I don't feel comfortable talking about, and certain things I do, and that's what everybody. So you share what you can afford to share with your whatever emotions you got with you. I told you Miss Bonnie is wise. She's the wise woman. I'm the idiot and she's the brain. So hey, that's the way it is. But yeah, we got as we talk to each other here there, we gotta kind of look out for each other and talk to each other, make sure everybody's okay. You know, uh, um, I'm trying to think of the right words to say, Miss Kirkland, on them. You know, um, I see it positivity accepted. You know, and I want to kind of keep it positive. You know, so we can jump on that another day. You know, and right now we talked about being your own self, your own the best. your best critic is yourself, and your best cheerleader should be yourself. Um, and supporting each other because that's coming up, you know. And we, as we talk, I recognize her strength, and I'm quite sure she recognized mine. And everything, and as we talked, we did some talking yesterday, and as we talked, no, Miss Riz, we still here. We was waiting for you. But you recognize each other's strength and compatibility, you know. So in this situation here, we know who's best for this. In this situation here, we know who's best for that. But yeah, we all got to check on each other, look out for each other. Um, Hopefully one day I get this bucket load of nah, I don't keep thinking one day a bucket load of truck from back up here and unload a vault full of money for me, but I don't know. Maybe it happened, maybe it won't. I don't know. And that we can bless everybody, you know. You don't know where your blessings coming from, you know. Out of clear blue sky, something you totally didn't expect. God to make it happen. How you doing today, Miss Rich? You everything is good? Miss Toot. Oh, let me stop. Toot. I ain't got to scream up on my live. I got to scream it out. How you doing, Miss Toot? I'm just over here babbling on, just talking, just to be talking, probably. I mean, hopefully, I'm saying something that's receptive or good to somebody. But one thing I did say, if you are critiquing yourself, don't critique yourself when you beat yourself down, when you looking for self pity or something like that. You just recognize any areas that you could improve in, then pump yourself up to improve in that area. And we all need that. We all need it. Everybody needs a lift every once in a while. Just lift you up a little bit, because you don't as we go through life and if we go in and out of these chats and people just talking and saying hello and goodbye and things like that. How's your day? You don't know where their spirits are and if they up or down. And some words you say to them may be enough to lift them up. So as you come in, no, we just check on everybody. 'Cause a lot of times when I y'all see me out during the day as I'm driving, and sometimes I get on the live and I'm driving from point A to point B, and sometimes when I go into a place you don't see me, I might go in there. I'm gonna fuss somebody out, or somebody done something stupid, and I'm gonna fuss them out. So sometimes when I come back in, I'm trying to live in the moment, but sometimes that moment goes with you from one place to another. Yes, we all got the ego. We all got daily struggles every day. If we got and the first thing I would say we all should say as soon as we wake up is thank God for another day. Check your faculties, make sure okay, I'm good. Thank God for another day. First thing is I'm breathing. And then hey, everything else seems to be working okay. I'm good for the day so far. But I'm enjoying this, and I'm getting more comfortable with the YouTube talking and all like that. I prefer to talk in person, face to face with people, but I'm getting used to the camera or whatever like that. And the more any of us we get on the camera and talk, I know Miss Kirkland, she had apprehensive about things like that. Yeah, we go through our struggles in silence a lot of times. But that with us too, when you say about overcoming and not hurting someone else with my words, because I have a habit of doing it. but I'm getting better. You know, um, that's a reflection, Miss Tooth. You know, sometimes as you get done your conversation, if you're reflecting and you reflecting what the choice of words you use, you may think to yourself, um, I could have said that better, or I missed something out. And then when you go the next time, you just improve. You just improve your conversation. Make sure you don't say, or you do say something that would improve your communication with someone. No, that's why I said positivity accepted. Is to come on here and let's talk about good stuff, and not come here and rag on another channel or beat somebody up, beat each other down or nothing like that. No arguments, no curse words, no disrespect. So we lift each other up and not drag each other down. That's why sometimes when somebody say something, come in here and they troll something, and I get to laughing because it don't bother me half the time. I just laugh as long as they don't get like outright disrespectful with someone. Most of the stuff they say, they look for attention, and I just laugh at it and keep going. And Miss Riss, I see you doing that, Miss Riss. You act like they don't even exist. But but everybody can't take that. Some people are gonna take just a little bit. They're gonna have enough. You got to go. You done. And then some of us, other ones, I'm like some. I mean, I'm gonna laugh at it. If they ask something, they could they ask a question to get you off topic. You know, so then I ignore them and keep on going. And then either they join the conversation or they leave. But if they can't take it and get disrespectful, then they got to go. Yes, I know, Miss Risk, because it kind of hits your nerves and it keep hitting you till you build up that tolerance to it, then it don't bother you anymore. Because actually, when I come over your chats and I'm looking, I'll be wanting to curse somebody out, but I want to, but I'm not going to do that. But because that'll be the wrong thing as well. But I see you have a lot of tolerance and you don't even let it bother you. Miss Risk got a lot of strength in her. It takes strength to do that. A lesser person would get very irritated and may even get start and enhance or increase the amount of troll you're going to get when you start engaging them back in a negative manner. You increase that, and then they're going to other trolls going to come in because they enjoy the fight. So I applaud her on that, and it's good to start. Forming your own little tight knit group, and everybody support each other in that group. And if you see somebody else that needs a hand or somebody else hey, I need to go help them out. I need to go support that person. And most time you're gonna you're gonna know if I'm in there because I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna scream your name out. I'm gonna come right in there. Sometimes I hide in the bushes, but most of the time I'm gonna come scream your name out and let you know that I see you in the chat and I'm in the chat. Yeah, because it's the flesh versus the spirit. Because your spirit don't want to actually do nothing. Your spirit want peace and connectivity to God, and your flesh want connectivity to the world. So it's that flesh and that spirit that's battling each other. And instead of us letting the spirit win, a lot of time we let the flesh win. You see, y'all keep saying True Bunny. I told you she's the wise one. That's the wise lady right there. And we all have our days too. We all have our days, and that's when I say when you sometimes realize you're having a bad day, recognize you're having a bad day, and say I'm gonna have to work a little bit harder today because I know I'm gonna have a bad day, and if I don't watch myself, I'm gonna get out of pocket with someone. But then you just have to recognize I'm having a bad day today. Even when you wake up in the morning, you roll out of bed, you may not feel so good. You can recognize, man, I'm probably not gonna have a good day today. And maybe when you get out of bed to pray that morning, you need to ask for extra strength from God to get through that day. Yeah, Toya be having the energy. She ought to call. She ought to call. I know it's talking about it with Toya. Maybe call it the pick me up channel because it's a lot of energy in your channel, Miss Toya. There's a lot of energy in there, and I say a lot of people just flocking over there. It's a lot of energy in your channel. And Miss Toya be crying and happy at the same moment, and that's the contagious, and that's good. And maybe we need to all as a group kind of start spreading that positivity to the same way because it's easy. It's real easy to get caught up in that uh YouTube street drama and get on the negative side and say all your bad things you want to say. Then maybe some after you did, maybe you may regret it or whatever. But uplifting to me feels better than putting down. Lifting each other up. Yeah, when I found Toya channel, I was like, I said, y'all gotta check Toya out. You gotta check her out. I said, oh, she talked about all good stuff over there. Ain't nothing bad. Okay. It's motivation. And if you think about it, each of the channels be given positivity and maybe the same or slightly different flavor, but just point it out because a lot of people looking for that these days. They're not finding it nowhere. Yeah, a lot of people looking for that. People are looking for something positive they can lean on, something positive they can be part of, something positive that they can share with other ones that's looking for something to lift them up with. And those words in these chats that we have right here, and lift each other up. Because say for example, if Miss Kirkland did come in here and let us know that their husband went to the hospital and things like that, you don't know what mindset she is in. And it could be a bad day or down day or whatever like that. And at that moment in time, she needs that lift me up. And the words that we say, the words of encouragement that we say, might be enough to lift that person up, at least their spirits up enough to help them get them through a few more days or a few more hours or whatever it is, just to help them out. But instead, a lot of times we get not we, but a lot of people get on YouTube, the internet, and with the sole purpose of tearing somebody else a new butthole, and then go back and laugh about it. And I mean, several times I said, "All right, I'm done with the people," and then I find myself getting caught up in talking about them again. You know, but one thing is true: repetition breeds proficiency. If you do things over and over again, you become good at it. So if you do a lot of bad things, you can become real good at doing bad things. And if you do good things, you become real good at doing good things. I mean, I love all you guys. You got. I like the words that you guys say that lift you up. Sometimes the little humor we add to it to make each other laugh. It's a feel good. I hate that the drama because I say again, drama is divisive. It forces people to choose sides instead of unifying people. It forces people to choose sides, and that's why we say I don't like the drama. But it's easy to get caught up in it because it's more it's very contagious. And know what the feel good is after you say some words of encouragement to help someone out. When you walk away, that should lift you up too. And I don't want to hold all that stress inside me either. You know, um, I don't want that stress inside me. So a lot of times I easily forgive and I'm moving. I'm done with it. I'm not dwelling on it. I'm let it go. I forgive very easy, and I move on. I'm not holding this. I'm not letting this stress me, tear me on the inside up, nothing like that. I'm done with it. You say you done, I'm done with it. Yeah, I got to turn that light on. All this positivity in here. It's open. I'm gonna remember that Second Corinthians. You had me on over here. That chapter's called the final warning. I'm not too much with the cursing, nothing like that. I'm just not with that. I mean, I could be as smart, you know what, without it. Yeah, Miss Kirkin, wash, wash, forgive, and forget. Well, Miss Earple, we can share them. You know, okay. Reading two said, "I try my hardest not to give up, just to realize this moment that I wasn't trying to be on my grown womanish. Is because I just wanted to be loved on. I didn't get that from parents, and it really okay. Yes, what First Corinthians 11:20 to 30. Okay, let me see what that one is. Okay, I see. Yeah, that one said, but let a man examine himself. So let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily eateth and drinketh damnation to himself, not discerning the Lord's body. And 30 states, for this cause many are weak and sickly among you, and many sleep. For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged. But we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord, that we should not be condemned with the world. And that's with communion, isn't it? Opal, that's communion, I think, right? That one you got his Psalms. Let's see what Psalms 139, 23, 24. I'm gonna get back to you too. Let's see what Psalms. Yeah, 139. Okay, and this is Psalms 139, verse 23, 24. Say, search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts, and see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. And that those verses, and we give them like that, Opal and everyone else, that's like knowledge. Because when some of those I heard before, but when you hear them again, you're gonna realize you're gonna remember them then. Miss, hey, too, can I say something to you? This is what I always recognize that was good for young people, and it's good that you were here with some older, motherly type females. Is that people of your same age group, most of them may not have no more knowledge than you have, but the older, seasoned women that's in here can give you so much knowledge that will put you leaps and bounds in front of them. That knowledge they give you, the words they give you, in those in that Bible too, will strengthen you way past anybody else that you walking side by side with. Because you all, everybody your same age group, y'all going the same place. Yeah, it is because different sometimes different situations you can apply the same verse to. The Bible is not structured way where some verses mean clearly is literally, and some is figuratively. And while we all can read the Bible, sometimes it takes that asking God for that wisdom, understanding for Him to share it with you, and or find somebody that has the knowledge or more knowledge than you, and get the information from them. But yeah, you always when you're young, you always find some older, wiser person. You know, and you know what that is, Miss. You didn't call me. You didn't name me screaming string. But that's motivation. That's motivation too. And when you get that motivation, then you're gonna get it anyway. You will not be denied. And when you work for it and do it yourself, it's more attached to your soul than somebody had gave it to you, because you put blood, sweat, and tears and earned what you get. But if somebody handed it to you, that connectivity to that object is not as strong than if you actually worked for it. Yeah. Don't pause your life and hold yourself up, um, waiting, crying, and whining over it. You pick yourself up and you got to keep moving on. And sometimes it's better if you can show them than tell them. So much knowledge in this room. So much knowledge in this room. Yeah, claim that too. Claim it. Victory over all those things that would hold you back. Those thoughts, words, and actions. Remember, like say, life, you got to keep walking. You don't stand still. You keep walking. You're going to face objects, go over, through, around it, and keep walking and keep going forward. Do not be denied. You, I'm watching all this encouragement going on in this chat. This is good. This is a lot of pick me up here. Yeah, delayed but not denied. I always say when someone tries to hold you back, that's the word I'm looking for. You in spite, no matter what, in spite of all of that, in spite of, I'll still be successful. In spite of not getting help from you, in spite of, I'm still doing this. I'm still gonna make this happen. I will be successful. I will not be denied. You got to keep going and never give up. Keep walking. Don't stop walking. You keep walking in life. You keep going forward. Keep improving yourself. You make yourself better. Evaluate yourself every day. Evaluate yourself every day and make yourself better. And you be as you make yourself better, everybody's gonna be watching that. And you when you make it, that may motivate somebody else. Where they won't be denied. Because they see somebody else do it. All this is a lot of positivity in here, a lot of encouragement. It's a lot of love in here. That's right. And you get all the energy you can, Miss Kirkland, and you use it for your family. Your motivation can lift them up. Griffin, you got this. We're all strong or stronger than we may think or know. And yes, you are. And you said something about God helping you. You know, um, as you overcome and conquer whatever's standing in front of you, you can realize that and know to yourself you didn't do it by yourself. Because even all the wisdom that these seasoned female here are saying, you can't deny that maybe God. You can't say God didn't give you that. They didn't. God didn't give them that information to give to you to lift you up. Grab all the energy you can. I don't know. I think it must be too much strength in positivity and for anybody to come in with a negative disposition or words anyway. And they probably will be overpowered by all this knowledge and all the strength that you guys got in here. Because in their life, people come through and they peek in and then they keep on going. And maybe hate don't want to be around all this. I love this. This is good. And you soak and every bit of knowledge you can get, you soak up. Because as we sitting here and talking, I'm learning myself. I'm grabbing more stuff that put my arsenal to use. The Bible verses I got from Opal, that's added to my collection. Now some of it I've seen before, but others I haven't. That's added. I'm adding that to my collection. That strengthens me. And when I go see somebody else, I'm gonna get that to them. I don't know, Big Papa. I don't know. He's probably eating right now. And that's good. Opal, you said I've learned so much over the years. Life has taught me so much. Had to go through more bad days than good ones. But I'm still here and glad I'm not where I used to be. Amen to that 100. That's right. Because you got better. You improved yourself and you got better. You took the knowledge that was there available for you and you took it. And you didn't put up a shield, a wall against it, and to prevent the knowledge from coming in, you allowed it to come into you. And that knowledge is power. Once you put all that knowledge up here, it can't be taken from you. It's there. So with I'll say the verses that Oprah shared, once I read them and go through them and then put them in here, it's there. And I'm gonna spit that back out to somebody else. I had someone tell me they missed me, and I only met and talked to them one time. Didn't know I was just a good person to be around because a lot of people didn't accept me and gave jealous vibes. Well, you know that you're gonna have where there's positivity, somebody Satan will send somebody negative in there too. They're gonna Satan's gonna try to disrupt whatever positivity you got going in your life. But with all this positive image you got here, you can't help as young as you are, you can help learn from it and learn from all the knowledge that people just gets given out because knowledge is abound right now. So instead of being ignorant to what's around you, grab hope to everything you can. That's absolutely that's absolutely right, Bonnie. The reason we go through stuff is to help someone coming up behind us because we all have been through something. And when you've been through something, you're supposed to learn from it. Okay, I'm laughing. We got to keep going. God never does. Right. God's not gonna give up on us. We shouldn't give up on him. That's all that wisdom. Just seeping out at the pores here and just coming out. Um, Probably should be some more people in here to actually listen to this. There's a lot of people in here. There's right now. There's a lot of people that's here on YouTube that's in a negative chat. Maybe some of them in the midst of it, some of them enjoying it, some of them getting beat down. And a lot of them probably should be over here. There's a lot of knowledge and wisdom right over here. So I guess somebody was paying attention. There's a lot. What I'm here to hear. Actually, I myself needed to hear. Going right upstairs, up in the brain, and getting soaked in, and at the right time and right place, I can use this wisdom, this knowledge, to pass on to someone else. Miss Kirkland is Miss Bonnie. I guess you can say you connected with us here on this channel right here. Always know God put you in a place you're at for a reason. So if you're in here, Miss Toot, with all the women with this knowledge, you're here for a reason because maybe you needed it. I enjoyed the conversation. Matter of fact, you know what? We should maybe each day of the week, one of us get on the live and we all go support each other, and then draw other people into as well. There's people out here looking for positive chats they can get in, where there's no drama. You know, and the more as we get around, the more talking and putting positive vibes out here, it's going to attract other people. Oh, it's pouring down rain here right now. And you know what else I got to do? I got to go bring the dog inside too. And Miss Kirkland, I'll be right there to support you. You say once I go back live, I will be doing positive lives as well. Kirk, being to connect with Miss Kirkland, I think you already connected with Toya and Opal, and me, Miss Bonnie. We together here. Yes, if you're looking at someone else and you're used to looking at it, just either don't look at it or look at it with a level of tolerance or something. Don't get involved in it because something's gonna be said on there that's gonna draw you in and make you part of that negativity. Because people say we here to spread love and this, that on YouTube, but they actually not. Those just words they just blurting out. There's no meaning or substance behind it. It's just words, empty words. Well, Miss Two, she may do one day when she get comfortable with it. She will, but right now she's not. And if she don't want to, then I have to support her with that. And you know what, Miss Kirkland, when you separate yourself from that negativity, then you don't have to have that feeling that you have to do that get back. Because it's always a one-upsmanship where you have to, okay, well, they said this about me or to me, so I got to get back to them. If you're not over there and let nobody draw you into that, you know, or do what Miss Riss does and just have that strong, um, tough lining in you where it don't bother you or you just look past that. Because when Miss Bonnie get to talking, and she'll say what she want to say, and she's been through her challenges in life, and like, and she here she has when she get comfortable with rate too, she put out what she got to say. You know, no, everybody got a story to tell, and how we dish it out. You know, you can dish out with a bunch of negativity because maybe you were fed that, or you can ignore that and get on the positive side. I mean, I got my story, but I don't think my stories are significant. So only thing I really talk about is my life with my with Miss Bonnie and my kids and my parents, maybe my brothers and sisters. But I don't have too much. I didn't have. I don't think I had a lot of challenging things. And I also always say God just blessed me, and His grace has been with me. And grace, a lot of times, is undeserving rewards. You know, so maybe the undeserving, or maybe it's a result of a lot of prayers. And not, I'm not saying myself. I'm saying my ancestors, my great grandparents, my grandparents, and my parents. You know, and as I said, to walk through life, I soaked up a lot of knowledge myself, and every opportunity I get, I try to share it. And you share it with somebody, you try to give it to them um, with respect and courtesy, so they can digest it. Because if you give it to them harshly, it may not fit in their mouth, and they don't want to eat it because it's too big. So always just just hey, your kindness and your kindness and your kind words and everything else will make you shine. What's that Bible verse? I can't think of how it go. The men may see your good works. I forgot how it go. I know Oprah probably know what it is. Or Miss Toya, I know Miss Bonnie, but she kept walking back into the to the phone, but said I forgot how it go. You're like that men may see your good works. I forgot how it go. That's my memory messing with me. But I'm sure glad to talk to everybody that came here this evening. And we probably need somebody else. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. We can get somebody else to do it tomorrow. And we should. Oh, we don't have to do it tomorrow. And just be encouraging towards each other. It's something, Miss Opal, like shine your light that men may see your good work. I know it, but I can't. get the whole verse out. And shine your light shine that men may see your good work. I forgot what it is. And just as fast as the rain come, the faster the rain go. Bonnie, you know that? Do you know that verse? I'm trying to say it, but I'm probably saying it wrong or partially. You say something about shining a light that men may see your good work. I pray Google. I pray can find it then. Where we at? Oh, here we go. That's Matthew's 5:16. It say, "Let your light shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven." So, okay, Miss Rich, like you got it there. Yes, Miss Rich got it. Yeah, that's when you go about your day, you're doing the right thing, and others will notice you. But I guarantee if you're doing something negative, they're gonna notice that too. And then they're gonna say, well, you can't say nothing to me because you're doing the same thing I'm doing. Yes, exactly right, Miss Bonnie. Bonnie. But it's also set an example too. Um, sometimes it seems harder to do the right thing, but after you do the right thing, to me a lot of times it's a feel good moment. Yeah, okay, yeah, Miss Bonnie, you said it. You feel good on the inside when you can help somebody, when you do some words of encouragement, when you can help somebody get over a moment where they feeling down and bad. The reward to me is not okay. Well, God's supposed to give me something. The reward is that feel good inside yourself. Okay, you just gave me one, Oprah. Yeah, let me write that one down. That's Matthews. Did we say it already? 5:16. Okay, we already said it, Miss Opal. But you right. That's about Matthews 5:16. Let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. And sometimes it's hard. But I'm keep going probably for another 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm gonna go and get off here. I can't say I did. I feel sad about coming up here. I feel good about coming up here. These are words of encouragement for everybody that's on here tonight. Not we didn't hear not one negative thing came out. It was all positivity. And in this moment of this positivity, when you get off, this should push you, maybe not a lot, maybe just a little. To okay, well, I feel better about myself. I could do more positive things. No, don't tear each other down. And Bonnie said, I will never tear you down temporarily to build me up. It's never worth it. Our light is important because so many are in darkness and lost. And you can be the light for that person by setting an example. Like I said, so many people come on YouTube say we here, we want to bring love and uh, blessings and gifts and this, that, and the other thing. And They end up being the opposite of what their so-called intent was. And most time when I say something, actually I kind of mean it, uh, and I try to be real about it. And we ourselves probably gonna have our days where we may not do our best. And maybe sometime when you come on here and get these words of encouragement, these pick me ups, that you can get past those moments or get by those moments. Because you always not only say these words, but you can reflect back to the words that you heard, because they should stay with you a little bit. The whole Bible is words of wisdoms. That's right there for you. And like we said the other day, Miss Opal, that Bible is the manual. Just about everything you want or need to know, the answers in that book. Yes, that's wisdom right there. That is wisdom. Oh, we can't forget Opal and yourself, Miss Kirkland, and Miss Toot, because Toot been around and as a young person gained knowledge. See, I was lost, and now I'm found. I was blind, and now I see. That's another verse. Actually, I know the heard it before. I just don't know the number where they had to go look it up or whatever. And so many people have broken hearts that they don't even know they have, that's causing this crazy behavior. And again, Opal, you said every question we have about life, the answers are in the Bible. Exactly. Um, what all you guys are saying. Hurt people, and we need to pray and get direction through prayer, and we just got to sit down, open that Bible up, and read it. And I will point the first person I'll point to when saying that is myself. You know, and in caps, hurt people, hurt people. Okay, we had an hour and a half, and I said I was only trying to do like 30 minutes to an hour, but I enjoyed taking this time out to talk to everybody and enlighten myself to at the same time. So maybe if not tomorrow, if nobody else, I see nobody else pop up saying they're doing a lot tomorrow, maybe I may pop in here tomorrow. But that's all I'm gonna have for now. Unless you guys want to keep going, um, I'll get off here. I'm gonna wait a few seconds because I know it may be a delay here. Thank you, Miss Riss. Okay, that's all I'm gonna have. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the live down. I appreciate everybody coming in here. And I don't know if anybody gonna raise their hand and say they'll do a live tomorrow, and we all go there and maybe draw some other people into that live, and just try to make something positive. And I appreciate everybody for coming through. I appreciate everybody's contribution as far as talking back and forth. Keeps me from getting cotton off. You guys have a good night, and I'm gonna see you guys one way or another tomorrow. Good night.